Okay, so once again, very good afternoon to all my dear students. Let's start the respiratory system in human. Student, in the previous session, we discussed about the difference between breathing and respiration. So I hope all of you are very much clear with the concept, the breathing and the respiration. Okay, so we know the breathing is the process happens physically, okay, where the various parts of the respiratory system are involved. While student respiration is the process of glucose combustion that happens in the cell itself, where the glucose oxidizes to produce carbon dioxide, water vapors, and lots of energy. So student, before discussing the type of respiration, we will discuss about the respiratory system in human. So in this image, you can clearly see the various parts of our body are getting involved in the process of breathing. So what are nostril, children? Here we have two openings. We have two openings of our nose are called nostrils, है ना? देखो हमारे नोज में ऐसे two openings है. So air from those nostrils enters the nasal passage. So here is the part of nostril from where the air enters into the nasal passage. But do you know, children, what happens when the air passes through the nasal passage? In our nose, there are presence of tiny hairs. Okay, in our nose, there are presence of tiny hairs. This tiny hairs allows the partial filtration of the air. So we know that whatever the air is present around us have a lots of unwanted particles in that. Like children, dust particles, pollen grains, and pollutants are also there, right? Bacteria are there, viruses are there, many more things. So these all things are unnecessary for us. We want only the oxygen from the air. So student, this tiny hairs allows the partial filtration of the air. So a bigger little what we can say dust particles get filtered out at the place of nasal passage. Here the partial filtration of the air takes place. Student, do you remember in ninth standard you learn about the columnar epithelial tissue? Raise your hands, those who remember about the Yes, raise your hand. Very good. Yes, Chanchal, you are dropping message in the chat box that you know very well about that. Yes, what other things are there? I'm waiting for your response, children. Active and interactive in these sessions. Bhagyashree is also remembering. Okay. See, we know that the inner wall of respiratory tract have a pillar shaped cells like this. Okay, which have a nucleus here at the bottom. And one more type we have, which is a subtype of columnar epithelium having a brush borders on it. Having a brush borders. So these brush borders are called cilia. And this we'll learn in 9th standard. So student, the inner wall of respiratory system consists of ciliated columnar epithelial tissues, which continuously secrete one sticky substance called mucus. Okay, so हमारा जो inner respiratory system है जो इनर वॉल्स है रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम के, दैट कंटिन्यूअसली सिक्रीट a sticky substance called mucus. So whatever the bacterial particles or fungal spores that enters our nasal passage gets stick to the mucus. It gets stick to the mucus, and it does not allow these particles to enter in the inner tissues. Okay, so if somebody will ask you what is the function of hairs in the nasal passage, what will you say? The nasal passage tiny hairs allows the partial filtration of the air, okay, and it does not allow dust particles to enter into our respiratory system. Okay, of mucus traps the unwanted particle coming by inhaled air. Okay, so I hope I'm very much clear with the role of mucus and with the role of hairs in the nasal passage. Let's move forward. The next part of our respiratory system is children pharynx. The respiratory system's next part is pharynx. You know, children, what is pharynx? It is a common passage formed by mouth cavity and nasal cavity. Nasal cavity का मतलब ये कैसा है, देखिए, समझिए आपके नॉस्ट्रिल है, फ्रॉम हियर आपका माउथ है, आप यहाँ से फूड लेते हैं, आप यहाँ से फूड लेते हैं, सो फूड ऐसे एंटर हुआ तो आपका ये बकल कैविटी, तो यहाँ पे है ना, आपके नोज और आपके माउथ के ऊपर देखिए एक बोनी प्लेट है। सो बोनी प्लेट से इसको पार्टीशन किया हुआ है और ये दोनों ट्यूब्स जाके एक कॉमन ओपनिंग बनाते हैं। देखो, बकल कैविटी और नेजल कैविटी, है ना, बकल कैविटी और नेजल कैविटी दोनों मिलके एक कॉमन ओपनिंग बनाते हैं। ये वाला पार्ट जिसको मैंने सर्कल बनाया, सो दैट पार्ट इज कॉल्ड pharynx. Okay, so pharynx receives the air from the nasal passage and food from the mouth cavity. ये ऐसा पैसेज है, सी pharynx ये ऐसा पैसेज है जो नोज से एयर रिसीव कर रहा है और माउथ से फूड रिसीव कर रहा है और यहाँ से एयर। फिर ऐसे क्या होता है जिसकी वजह से जो आपकी एयर है वो बराबर आपके लंग्स में जाती है और जो फूड है वो बराबर आपका फूड पाइप में जाता है। तो इसके लिए एक पार्ट होता है एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड epiglottis. Epiglottis. About the epiglottis we had already discussed in the topic digestive system in human. तो ये होता कैसे है देखिए, लेट अस अज्यूम कि ये pharynx है, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पर क्या होता है, एक ऐसा पार्टीशन होता है, लाइक दिस, एक पार्टीशन होता है। अब जब ऊपर से फूड आएगा तो होगा क्या, ये जो पार्टीशन है ये पार्टीशन फूड पाइप के लिए ओपन हो जाता है और विंड पाइप के लिए क्लोज हो जाता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अज्यूम करो कि ये विंड पाइप है एंड अज्यूम करो कि ये ईसोफेगस है, फूड पाइप। अब क्या होगा देखिए, है ना, ध्यान से याद रखना, आगे विंड पाइप है और उसके पिछली वाली साइड में फूड पाइप है। अब क्या होगा देखिए, फॉर एग्जाम्पल द फूड इज एंटरिंग, okay, so this is wind pipe and this is food pipe and here is the epiglottis. अब जब फूड आएगा pharynx से तो ये epiglottis कैसे हो जाएगी, ये इस तरीके से टर्न हो जाएगी, epiglottis आपकी इस तरीके से टर्न हो जाएगी और ये विंड पाइप को क्लोज कर देगी। तो ऊपर से आने वाला जो आपका फूड है ना, इट डायरेक्टली स्लिप्स इनटू द, इमेजिन करना है, ठीक है। इमेजिन कीजिए कि आप कोकोनट मिल्क ले रहे हो, स्ट्रॉ की हेल्प से, ठीक है। आइदर ग्लास में हो सकता है या फिर आप डायरेक्टली नारियल से ही उसको ड्रिंक कर रहे हो, तो आप उसके लिए एक स्ट्रॉ यूज करते हैं। अब बेटा जब आप उस नारियल के पानी को जब आप सक करते हैं आपके माउथ में, तो जब तक उस नारियल में पानी है वो आता रहेगा, आप उसको ड्रिंक करते रहोगे। बट एंड में क्या, और उसमें एयर रहती है। जब आप उस एयर को सक करते हैं तो उस स्ट्रॉ के साथ क्या होता है बताइए। When there is no water in the coconut, when it is finished, and even if you keep on sucking from the straw, what happens with the straw? हाँ, नहीं, वॉइस नहीं आता है। अच्छा ठीक है, एयर की वॉइस आती है। ठीक है, वेरी गुड आर्यन। यस, परफेक्ट आंसर आर्यन चौधरी। The straw get shrink. Okay, the wall of straws get collapse. Yes, very nice beta. Yes, Bhagyashri, Aryan. Yes, both Aryan. Yes, Prerna, Tamanna. Yes, absolutely correct answer. See, what happens? The walls of straw collapse हो जाते हैं ऐसे, है ना? ऐसे एक दूसरे से टच हो जाते हैं। पहले ऐसे था, बाद में कैसे हो जाता है? ऐसे, वॉल्स ऐसे ऐसे टच हो जाते हैं। तो सेम चीज हमारे ट्रकिया में नहीं होनी चाहिए, हमारे ब्रोंकाई में नहीं होनी चाहिए। जो भी फूड पाइप है उसमें ये चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए। वॉल्स ऑफ ट्रकिया शुड नॉट गेट कोलैप्स ड्यूरिंग द एक्सलेशन प्रोसेस वेयर द एयर इज वेरी लेस इन द विंड पाइप ड्यूरिंग द एक्सलेशन। सो ये ट्रकिया के जो वॉल्स है वो ऐसे नहीं होने चाहिए जब हम एयर को एक्सेल आउट करेंगे। जब हम एयर को एक्सेल आउट करेंगे तो वॉल्स ऑफ ट्रकिया शुड नॉट गेट कोलैप्स। तो ये सी शेप रिंग कार्टिलेजेस क्या करते हैं? अज्यूम करो कि ये ट्रकियल वॉल है। Assume that these are the C-shaped ring cartilages. So you know children, in between these cartilages and the tracheal wall, there are muscles. So the C-shaped cartilages are attached with the muscles and it holds the wall of trachea. मतलब ऐसे समझो कि ट्रकिया के वॉल्स को कार्टिलेजेस पकड़ के रखते हैं, आउटसाइड से, बाहर से उसको पकड़ के रखते हैं, तो अंदर की डायरेक्शन में वो कोलैप्स नहीं होता है। And especially when it happens during the process of exhalation. जब हम एयर को ब्रीथ आउट करते हैं उस टाइम पे ये ट्रकिया क्लोज्ड होने के चांसेस होते हैं। तो वो चीज अवॉइड करने के लिए the trachea is surrounded by C-shaped ring cartilages. So these are the rings shown here. You can see here clearly the black lines are shown like this. So these are the tracheal rings. Okay. Let's move forward. Children, the windpipe divides into two branches. The trachea divides into two branches. Here you can see, this is the trachea, this is one branch and this is another one. So this trachea divides into two branches, each for one lung. Each for one lung. ये आपका left lung के लिए, sorry, that is for the right lung and this is for the left lung. तो एक एक लंग के लिए वो दो ब्रांचेस में डिवाइड हो जाती है। You know children, once the trachea divides into two branches, these branches are called bronchi. See this, these branches are called bronchi. So what are bronchi? अगर क्वेश्चन आए तो bronchi are the branch of trachea, form one for each lung to divide air into both the lungs. ये bronchi क्या करेंगे? जो ट्रकिया से एयर आ रहा है उसको दोनों लंग्स के लिए डिवाइड कर देंगे। Then further, this bronchi further divides into Medha, beta, stop touching on the screen. Stop touching on the screen. Nobody will touch on the screen. So, children, this bronchi divides into more and more branches. Okay? And these fine branches of the bronchi are called bronchioles are called bronchioles. Some people pronounce it bronchioles. That's okay. You should always write the correct spelling in your answer sheet. That's fine. Okay. So bronchioles or bronchioles. Student, at the end of the bronchioles, there are presence of a sac-like structure. There are presence of a sac-like structure called alveolar sac. Alveoli भी बोलते हैं इसको simply. Alveoli means, it's a plural. We are talking about single alveolus or alveolar sac. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं clearly बेटा कि these are the spherical structure. I am highlighting with a blue color. You just focus on the screen. This one, this one, this one. Grape-like structures. See this. These grape-like structures are nothing but the alveolar sacs or alveoli. Now, children, what is the role of alveoli? Children, if we look at a highly magnified structure of the alveoli, it looks like this. Look at the left side of the screen, children. It looks like this. इस तरीके से. So, children, these alveoli are spherical in shape. Okay, they are spherical in shape and have a thin walls. ये जो alveoli है ना बेटा, इसके एकदम thin wall होते हैं. कितने thin? Single cell thin. My God. Single cell thin walls. This much thin. Yes, really, this much thin. And these alveoli are surrounded by blood capillaries. इसके ऊपर पूरा क्या होता है? ऐसे blood capillary का network होता है. It is surrounded by blood capillaries. पूरा इसके ऊपर blood capillary का network है. क्यों? Why blood capillary network is there? क्या role हो सकता है? It allows easier exchange of gases because alveoli receives the air with the oxygen and the blood transport carbon dioxide. So exactly what happens at the alveoli? What exactly happens at the alveoli? At the alveolar place, exchange of respiratory gases takes place. Yes, Bhagyashri, very good, very good. Exchange of respiratory gases takes place. So blood donates the carbon dioxide to the alveoli, blood donates CO2, and the alveoli gives out O2 to the blood. So ऑक्सीजन जो हम इनहेल किए हैं उसमें से ऑक्सीजन ब्लड में चला जाएगा और ब्लड में से एल्वियोलाई में क्या आ जाएगा? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड आ जाएगा. And it happens very, very, very fastly because of thin walls of alveoli and even the blood capillaries are also very thin. So the exchange of gases happens very quickly by diffusion process, by diffusion. So exactly कैसे होता होगा बेटा ये देखो अभी मैं वॉल ड्रॉ करूंगी. अज्यूम करो कि एल्वियोलर वॉल है येलो कलर वाली और अज्यूम करो कि ये ब्लड कैपिलरी की वॉल है. सो क्या होता है? ब्लड में से एल्वियोलाई में जाएगा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और एल्वियोलाई से ब्लड में जाएगा ऑक्सीजन. ओके, in this way the exchange of gases takes place at the alveolar space. And how many alveoli are present in our both the lungs, children? How many alveoli we have? We have millions of alveoli. How many alveoli we have? Millions of alveoli we have. And these all alveoli are in a spherical shape, have a thin walls and have a network of blood capillaries around it. So that allows the easier exchange of respiratory gases. Now children, here are lots many things to discuss about the respiratory system, and that all we will discuss in the coming topics. Okay. Now before discussing a very fine and very detailed topics of the respiratory system, first of all of you must be aware about the process of inhalation and exhalation. So let's watch a little video on it. Wait a moment, children. Wait, but I'm going through your doubt. Okay, just a minute. What is your doubt? Ma'am, those who smoke, it get blocks. Yes, yes, of course. Those who are habitual or addicted for the smoking, their alveolar get destroyed because, the pollutants and the harmful chemicals of that smoke get get accumulates in the cells of alveoli. So that disturb the functioning of alveoli. And that's why basically they suffer from the lung cancer and the breathing problem. Okay? I hope I'm very much clear to you, beta. I think your doubt is solved. Yes or no, Aryan? Okay. Let's watch a little video based on the respiratory system. Wait a moment. Okay, wait, I'm sharing my screen. First you watch it, then I will explain about it. Okay? See children, the location of the lungs is shown here. The lungs are located in the thoracic cavity. So what is thoracic cavity? If you look at the screen over here, you will come to know. The thoracic cavity is nothing but the chest cavity. Okay, the chest cavity we have, which is made up of 11 pairs of the ribs. तो यहाँ पे आपको ये जो lines दिख रहे हैं, bone, curved bones, these curved bones are called ribs. Okay, ऐसे दोनों side में ribs होते हैं. So 11 pairs of ribs we have, in between the lungs are located. Look at this yellow part, children, yellow and brownish part. That part is called, diaphragm. So diaphragm is a curved cartilage. एक curved cartilage होता है, which helps in the process of respiration. Okay, I will discuss about it in detail more. Trachea divides into two branches. So these are the C-shaped green cartilages. It prevents the wall from collapsing. So this is how the air inhales into the nostrils. Oxygen enters the nostril, travel downwards to the pharynx, enters the trachea, and then enters into the bronchi. So oxygen travels through the bronchioles and reach the alveolar sacs. Reaches the alveolar, surrounded by blood capillaries. You can see over here. See here how the gases get exchanged. So the oxygen is entering into the blood now. Then the oxygen get absorbed by the RBCs. Okay, it get binds to the RBCs. Then the blood becomes oxygenated one. Okay, see how the carbon dioxide enters to the alveoli. So the exchange of gases is happening, and the carbon dioxide is then transferred in the backward flow from alveolus to bronchioles. Then it enters the bronchi. Okay, then from bronchus, the CO2 enters the trachea, and from trachea, then it's breathed out. Okay, so this is called the breathing cycle. Understood, students, how the inhalation and exhalation happens, and how and what is the way by which the air enters our lungs, and the way by which the CO2 expel out from the lungs. Okay, so in this session, we will discuss about the detailed process of inhalation and exhalation. So once this meeting will over, you have to join it again. Okay, rejoin the meeting, and we will discuss about how the inhalation and exhalation happens. So once again, I will show you the video, and we will discuss about the detailed process of inhalation and exhalation. That is how the diaphragm moves and how the rib moves to inhale and exhale the air. Okay, so I'm ending this meeting. You have to click on the same link. We will join again.